Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, first off, I am so happy that you're here. My name is Marissa Herpsler and I am currently 37 weeks pregnant with baby number 3. And as you can tell from the title of this video, today I'm going to show you what I'm packing in my hospital bag. I apologize if I sound a little nasally today. I'm getting over a cold. I'm on day 3 and I'm feeling better. I'm feeling much better than I did the last couple of days. And I have to say it does suck being sick while also being this pregnant. However, I'm looking on the bright side because I am grateful that it's happening now and not after baby gets here. Because for one, I don't want to be sick while caring for a newborn. And for two, I am having a C-section. And if you didn't know this, you cannot sneeze or cough, blow your nose for the first probably 3 weeks after having a C-section. So although I don't feel great and it's not fun, I am looking on the bright side and I'm glad that it's happening now and not afterwards. So I apologize for the congested, nasally sounding of my voice and also for the heavy breathing because I, for one, can't breathe because I'm sick and I also am 37 weeks pregnant, so I'm always out of breath. So anyways, now that that's out of the way, let's get into it and I want to show you what I have packed in my hospital bag. Couple of things and just, I guess, words of encouragement, and hopefully this can help one of you moms out there that maybe is stressing out about what to put in your hospital bag. Maybe this is your first baby. I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you're probably pregnant, expecting, or what have you. Number one is that there was a labor and delivery nurse that gave me this piece of advice before I had my first one. And it is that most hospitals are equipped with everything that you need to have a successful labor. Whether you're having a natural birth or whether it is a C-section, most hospitals will have everything that you need to have a healthy baby, to take care of yourself postpartum. So there really isn't much that you have to bring to the hospital. The hospital will pretty much provide you with almost everything that you need, I would say, aside from your going home outfit for yourself and for your baby. Other than that, you can walk in off the street and have a baby and have a healthy baby and be good. Now, obviously, there are some things that you're going to want to bring to just make the experience better for you and more comfortable for you. And with this being my third baby, I feel like I've gotten it down pretty well as to what I do need to bring with me to the hospital to just feel my best postpartum and, for the baby as well. Second thing is that this is your labor. This is your birth. So bring what you want. Nobody cares if you overpack. Nobody. Unless you tell them what you're bringing, nobody even knows what you're packing. So bring what you want. I understand that there's some things that maybe you want to bring from home that just help you feel a little bit more comfortable or help you feel a little bit more at home when you're in this super uncomfortable state, probably the most vulnerable and uncomfortable state you will ever be in. And you're in a hospital room for a couple days. So bring what you want. Don't let anybody tell you that you're bringing too much or that, there's something that you want to bring and you shouldn't bring. Bring what you want. Now, again, with this being my third, I don't feel like I need a lot of extra stuff because I brought that stuff with, mainly my first one, and I didn't need it. I didn't even take it out of my bag. With my first one, I did have a natural, no epidural birth. Everything was great. My second one did end up in an emergency C-section. I had a placental abruption at 37 weeks. So unfortunately, the hospital that I deliver at is a smaller hospital and they don't offer VBACs, which is a vaginal birth after cesarean. So unfortunately, this time around, I am also having a C-section, and this one's going to be a scheduled C-section. My C-section is scheduled a week before my due date, so although I'm 37 weeks pregnant, I'm kind of thinking about it as if I'm 38 weeks pregnant because, I have my date scheduled for my C-section. Now, with that being said, there isn't really much that I would have changed about what I'm packing if I was having a natural birth. There's all of that postpartum care stuff I'm leaving at home because the hospital's going to provide you with it. They're going to give you the underwear, the mesh underwear, the numbing spray for down there if you are delivering naturally, or the peri bottle and the pads, and they're going to have that stuff there for you. So I'm not going to bring the stuff that I have at home to the hospital with me. I'm just going to use what they have at the hospital, and I'm going to save all of my kind of postpartum care stuff for home. So that, like I said, there really isn't much I would change about what I am bringing if I was having a natural birth. So let's get into it. First, I'm going to show you what I'm packing for myself, and then I'll show you what I have packed for the baby. So first things first is the bag. I do prefer using like a rolly suitcase. I just think it's easier. I can fit both mine and Nick, my husband's stuff in one bag. I can fit my snacks in the bag. Like that way I can just have one bag for us, and then I can bring the diaper bag for the baby, and we're not carrying a bunch of different bags. I also just find it easier to be able to roll the bag in there. This will likely not happen, but like worst case scenario, if I have to carry our suitcase out, because you know Nick's carrying the car seat and maybe I have to carry our suitcase, I can just wheel it out and I don't have to carry a bag. Now, again, like Nick will probably bring the bag down. He will most likely bring the bag down to the car, come back up, get me and baby and the rest of the stuff, and I won't have to carry anything. But just thinking about like coming home and what will be easiest, and even what's going to be easiest for Nick, like I'm sure he'd rather just wheel a bag than carry a bag. But use whatever bag you want. I personally just like to use a suitcase. So this is in no particular order. I'm just going to work through what I have packed, and then I'll have to repack this afterwards, but that's okay. So first things first is I have some slippers. These are just some old slippers that I had. You're probably going to want to bring some older slippers that you have that you're not afraid to like throw out afterwards, just because like you are going to be walking around on a hospital floor. But I would definitely pack some slippers that you can just throw on to walk around while you're at the hospital. And then I am also packing some shower shoes. These are just some rubber shoes that I can wear in the shower. And then let's start here, the snack bag. So I have packed a snack bag. I did not do this with my last one was kind of like a rush to the hospital kind of thing, so I didn't have time to like pack that stuff. And I don't think I brought any snacks for my first one either, and I wish I would have, especially if like you don't know when you're going to be going into labor. You could go into labor in the middle of the night. I did with my first two, and there's no restaurants open. Most gas stations aren't open, and you're gonna probably want to have a snack. I know I will. I'm a very snacky person, so is my husband. So I'm bringing some snacks. I have a bag of trail mix. I don't know why, but I love trail mix after I have a baby. I just love snacking on trail mix. I don't know. I could probably eat this whole bag if I let myself. Got some trail mix, and then this is just filled with like, I have some meat sticks. There's some like bars in here. I have some beef jerky, some protein chips, some like other chips. There's like a pack of muffins in here. I mostly focused on packing like higher protein foods because, you know, my husband can just run to the gas station and pick up some snacks while we're there. For dinners, we'll probably order out at like a couple of the local restaurants near the hospital. So like that's fine. But I just wanted to have a little bit healthier snacks to have on hand that maybe we could, you know, pick up at the gas station nearby or get at the hospital. So I have this packed, ready to go. We will not eat all of these. God, I hope we don't eat all of these while we're there. But I wanted to have some options for my husband and I. And then for clothes. So I am not bothering with packing anything with pants, aside from my going home outfit. But I'm not gonna pack any pajamas that have pants or shorts because there's gonna be nurses coming in constantly and checking you. And I also don't wanna have pants on after giving birth, and especially with having a C-section. So there is really no need for you to pack any type of pajamas that have pants because, like I said, nurses are gonna come in, they're gonna be checking you constantly, and you don't wanna take your pants off all the time. So that is really what I kept in mind when packing like my clothes for the hospital. And these were actually the same ones I wore with my last baby, who is now 18 months old. So first up, I have a robe. So I like this because, like I said, it's open on the bottom so the nurses can access what they need to access, but I can also open it in the front to do skin to skin. I am gonna be breastfeeding, so that's easy that way too. When I get there, I'm gonna be wearing the hospital gown, and after a C-section, you really can't get up and move around for probably like the first at least 24 hours. So like I'll be in the hospital gown for probably the first day that I'm there. And then once I am able to get up, move around, I'll probably change into the robe and then wear that just because it's more comfortable. And then I am also bringing a nightgown. So this is a long sleeve nightgown because hospital rooms do tend to be cold, and especially after going through surgery like that, like I often get just cold and like shivery. So I like that this one has long sleeves. It also buttons down the front. So again, easy access for skin to skin and nursing. And then it's a nightgown, so it's open on the bottom. So I have this one too. And then my going home outfit. So I do not want to wear anything tight after I have a baby for like until pretty much I'm done bleeding after having a baby. Like, I don't want to have anything tight on because it's just uncomfortable to me. So I have these bigger pants. This material is so soft. Unfortunately, I can't link this for you because I got it at TJ Maxx, but it's just a set, and it is so soft. It's not too heavy because I am having him in March. I do also live in the tippity top of New York State, so like we got snow a couple days ago. There's like 3 feet of snow on the ground. So I don't know if it's gonna be freezing cold when I have him or if it's gonna be warmer out. I do know that it's not gonna be like scorching hot. So this will at least be good for no matter what the weather will be at the time that I have him. And then the top is just, it's a thinner hoodie. I don't like to wear anything thick when I'm nursing because when you nurse, you're gonna pull your, unless you have like buttons, you're gonna pull your top up and have it tucked under your chin. And if you think about it, if you're wearing something thick, all of that fabric is gonna be up under your chin while you're nursing, and I can't stand it. I also get super hot when I'm nursing because babies are like little furnaces. So I wanted something thin for those 2 reasons, and this, again, is a set with the pants, and it's that same material, and it's so cozy. So that'll be my going home outfit. And then I also have a couple pair of fuzzy socks to keep my feet warm. I'll wear these with my slippers walking around the hospital, but I have those. And then I brought these socks, these are mostly just for going home because I don't know what type of shoes I'm going to be wearing. I might just wear my fuzzy socks home, or I'll have these to change into, so I have those. And then I am also bringing 2 nursing bras. I will most likely wear a nursing bra there because I've just been wearing them. I got pregnant while I was still nursing my last because I nursed him for a year. So I just have still been wearing my nursing bras from my last one. So I'm bringing 2 nursing bras, plus I'll have the one that I'm wearing. And then I am also bringing a pair of high-waisted underwear. While I'm at the hospital, I'll just wear the mesh underwear that they give me, but I just wanted to bring these just in case I wanted to change into them for when we go home. But while I'm in the hospital, I'll just wear the mesh ones. And I'll most likely wear the mesh ones home too. So I just wanted to pack these just in case I decided to change into them when we do go home. By the way, these are great. I got these on Amazon. I'll put my Amazon storefront down in the description so you can check them out if you are looking for underwear. But they're high-waisted, so they're great for tucking you in, but also if you do have a C-section, they come up over your scars. So they're super comfortable and they're great for postpartum, so I would highly recommend. And then I'll get to my toiletry bag in a second. One more thing is a blanket. So I did not bring a blanket with my last 2. I survived. This was kind of one of those things where I was like, do I really need to bring it? Like, it's not something that you necessarily need to bring, but I wanted to bring it just because like the hospital blankets are basically like thin sheets, and I just wanted something to keep me warm. Maybe Nick will use it, I don't know. I just wanted a cozy blanket to have just to be a little bit more comfortable while I'm at the hospital. So then, last thing for myself is toiletry bag. So I really like this toiletry bag. I just got it, but it's one that hangs, which I would recommend because most hospital bathrooms don't have a ton of like counter space to put your stuff out. So I have, this is the bag. And then in here, a pair of fingernail clippers because I swear I break a nail at the most inconvenient times ever. And so I wanted a pair of fingernail clippers, or like I have a hangnail or something. So I had those in there. I have a couple different hair ties just to keep my hair pulled out of my face. I always have one on my wrist too, so I'm good to go there. Couple things of chapstick. If you take anything away from this video, let it be to bring chapstick. Bring 2 chapsticks, bring 3 chapsticks, like bring all the chapstick, especially if you're delivering naturally, because all of that like heavy breathing that you're gonna be doing, your lips will get chapped, and it's just dry in hospital rooms. So bring your chapstick. Got my chapstick. Makeup wise, like I don't plan on bringing a ton of makeup. I might just throw like my eyebrow pencil in here because if I don't draw on my eyebrows, I have no eyebrows. And just for like taking pictures after the baby gets here, I may throw an eyebrow pencil in here, but like that'll pretty much be it. I'm not gonna be worried about doing my makeup while I'm at the hospital. But if you feel better doing your makeup at the hospital, bring your makeup, like do what you want. And then I also have my favorite body cream. I have eczema on my hands, so my hands already get so dry and my skin gets really dry. Couple that with being in the hospital where the air is just so dry, my skin gets so dry. So I'm bringing my favorite body cream. I know that this is like gigantic, but it doesn't come in a smaller tube. And so I'm just bringing the whole thing because I want to have it. And then I have my face moisturizer. It's the same brand, that Vanicream brand. I use the face moisturizer. on my face. I love it. And then I have just a thing of Q-tips. I do not plan on washing my hair while I'm there, so I'm not packing any like shampoo and conditioner, but I do have a thing of dry shampoo just in case my hair gets a little bit greasy. And then I have some hand sanitizer. I have a couple things of this just to keep. I'll probably keep it on like the little table next to my bed. And then this. I am excited to try this because I've seen a lot of moms talk about this and I didn't have it with my last two. But just so you know, after you have a baby, you do still have contractions while your uterus is like shrinking back down to size. And I've heard that they get progressively worse with every baby you have, and this being my third one. I'm really excited to have this on hand. It's just a liquid and you put it in your water or whatever drink you're drinking. It's supposed to help ease those postpartum contractions that you have after having a baby. So I'm really excited about trying this. Again, I'll have this linked. I got it on Amazon, so I'll have it linked in my Amazon storefront if you want to check it out. And then I have a couple of hair clips. So I have a big one and a small one. I do also plan, I just got them, but I'm gonna pack some flat clips too. I actually have, I don't know if you can see them, but I have them in my hair right now, and I figured these would be better. The flat ones would be better for wearing at the hospital because you're gonna be sitting in the hospital bed most of the time you're there, and there's nothing more uncomfortable than sitting and trying to like lay your head back and you have a big giant clip just like pushing into your head. So these are a lot more comfortable. I'm wearing them now so I can get used to like wearing them and like how to put them in my hair because I do have a ton of hair and I was worried that they wouldn't hold up all my hair because I have so much of it. That's why I have two of them in. But I'm gonna pack a couple of these in here to have as well because I think they're gonna be more comfortable to have in the hospital bed. These are also apparently more safe to wear when you're driving because if you didn't know this, if you ever get in an accident while driving and you have one of these like big clips in, they can get shoved into your skull and that's not fun. So just a little note there. And then I have a loofah for showering. I have a little headband for keeping my hair out of my face when I'm washing my face or taking a shower. I do like to shower at the hospital. I know a lot of moms just wait until they get home, but that first shower after having a baby is amazing. And also with me having a C-section, they do typically, like with my last one, they gave me these like antibacterial wipes that they wanted me to like wipe my whole body down when I take a shower so that it just helps reduce the chance of infection. I will probably have to take a shower because they'll want me to, but I do like to take a shower at the hospital. It just feels so good to wash your body. And then I have some face wash, I have body wash, deodorant, mine and Nick's toothbrushes. These are cool. They're just travel toothbrushes. They fold into themselves. Thing of toothpaste. This is Nick's shampoo and conditioner that he'll use. And then I have some mouthwash. Oh, and I also have a nail file because like I said, my nails like to break at the most inconvenient times. So I have that in here. Now, on to the fun stuff. The baby bag. So I am not bringing a ton for the baby in regards to like diapers and wipes and clothes, because the hospital is going to provide you with most of that. Now I have heard some other moms here on YouTube mention that their hospital doesn't have baby wipes and they give them like cloths that you have to go to the sink and get wet to like wipe your baby. If that's the case, I would highly recommend bringing baby wipes. However, I know that my hospital will give me wipes and diapers and all of like the creams I need, and I don't put any clothes on my babies for the like while they're at the hospital because the nurses are coming in and checking them constantly. So there's really just no need to like put pajamas on them or anything like that because they're just gonna have to take them off every like 2 hours to get checked. So I just have them in the diaper and then swaddled, and I just use the swaddle blankets like the receiving blankets that the hospital uses, and I just use that. But for the baby, I have, first off, his diaper bag, which I absolutely love. I will again have this linked on my Amazon storefront. I got off Amazon. I love it. I think it's so pretty and it's so roomy. But first up, this is more so for Nick and I, but I am bringing a stroller fan to have either on my bed or if Nick wants to use it. I just thought it would be nice to have in case it gets hot in the hospital room, so I have that. And then I'm also bringing our portable sound machine to have just to help drain out some of the hospital noises. We are very much a sound machine family. Nick and I both need to sleep with some sort of sound, whether it's a fan or anything like that. And then my two kids also use a sound machine as well, so we have that. I do also have the chargers to those packed in our suitcase. And then I have a few burp rags. These are kind of things that you really don't need to bring because you could use just the receiving blankets that they have at the hospital for burp rags, but I just have these in the diaper bag anyways, but I'm gonna bring those. And then I do also have this is my like cover up for nursing. I'm not gonna be covering up in the hospital. Like these nurses just saw all of my stuff. Like, I don't care if they see my nipple. But again, I just keep this in the diaper bag, so I have that in here. And then I am bringing this blanket. This is primarily just for taking pictures. I might put this on him in the car seat when we come home. But like I said, I just use the receiving blankets that they give you at the hospital for swaddling him at the beginning. But I wanted to have this just to do some cute pictures. And then I'm also bringing, I'm not gonna show you it because it has his name on it, but I got this from Caden Lane and I love it. It's a big swaddle and it has his name on it, and it's like a light blue and it has his name written in like a darker blue color. But I'll wrap his like bassinet in it, and then I'll have him in his little nightgown thing that I'll show you here in a second. And that'll be kind of what I use to take his announcement photos. And then with that, I also have this, which I'm not gonna show you the front because it has his name on it, but it's just a little like announcement plate. So on this side, it has his name at the top, and then it has the date, the time, weight, and length. And then I'll put a marker in here to fill that out. But this will go with him in his little bassinet thing at the hospital, and that'll be his announcement photos. And then for clothes, like I said, I'm not going to be putting him in clothes while he's at the hospital. But for going home outfits, well, first, let me show you his little gown that I'm going to be putting him in. So this will be for his announcement photos. It's just a cute little gown. I got this on Caden Lane as well. I'll put the link to the shop down in the description. I'm not like affiliated or sponsored or anything by them. I just love them. But it's super cute. I'll tie the bottom in a knot, and he'll lay on this on his little blanket with his name on it. And his name on the blanket is written in like this color blue, and then the rest of the blanket's like a lighter blue. So I have that for photos, and he'll wear this little knot hat as well. And then for going home outfits, I have a couple options. So I have this one, just a little sleeper. It has the built-in mittens on it. So I have this option, and then I also have this one, which I just thought was cute. It says little brother on it. I just thought it was cute, and it'd be a cute way to kind of involve the older two boys just with the whole experience. So I have that one as well. I don't know which one I'll be putting on him to come home, but those are my options. And then I am bringing just a little knitted hat, just again in case it is cold. You know, I don't know, we might get snow that day, who knows, but I'm gonna bring him a little hat. I do typically just leave my babies in the hats that the hospital gives you, but in case it is a little bit chillier out, I'm bringing that one as well. And that's really it. That's all I'm bringing for the baby. I'm not bringing any like pacifiers because I typically with mine, I wait a little while to give them a pacifier. But if I do decide I want to give him one, I can just, the hospital usually has pacifiers there. But with my first two, I didn't give them a pacifier till like a little ways into it. I'm not bringing my pump because your milk supply isn't really going to come in for like a couple days after. The first little bit is just kind of like that colostrum. So you don't really need your breast pump, but again, most hospitals have one in case you do need it. I mentioned this, but I'm not bringing any of like my postpartum care stuff. I'm not bringing diapers, wipes, you know, a bunch of clothes for the baby because it's just not necessary. I'm not bringing like a nursing pillow because first couple days I'll just use like a pillow that the hospital has under my arm. I thought about bringing our own towels just because like the hospital towels are like hand towels. They're not very big, but I'm like, you know what? We're going to take one shower there. Like it's not a big deal. I'll just use those. So that's it. And the only other things I still have to add to this are our chargers, which we are still using, but we have really long chargers anyways that we use on a daily basis. So when we go to hospital, I'll just grab those, throw them in our bag. I do have to throw some stuff for Nick in here, which he doesn't really need much, just a couple of his outfits. I have all of his toiletries already ready to go. And then I'll probably just bring my camera and the charger for that. And then my water bottle, which I bring with me everywhere. And then I am also putting together a basket for the nurses, which I already have packed and put together. I'll include that in my next nesting video, but that will be coming with us as well. But I'm not going to be putting that in like my hospital bag. I'm just going to bring that with us. But that's it. I hope that this was helpful for some of you moms out there, especially those of you that are expecting, whether it's your first baby, second baby, third baby, whatever it is. I would love to know, like if you are pregnant, how far along are you? What baby is this? Is it your first? Is it your fifth? Like, let me know down in the comments. I would love to know. And also let me know if there's anything that I didn't include in this that you brought with you to the hospital that you were like, you need this. Like, it was a lifesaver for me and I'm so glad I had it. So let me know because I do still have a little bit of time before we go and have this baby, but not much. We have like one more weekend really, and then he'll be, my C-section is the following Friday. So we're getting a little bit down to the wire, and I'm honestly ready. Like, I feel like I'm at the point now where I'm ready to have the baby. If he were to come today, like, everything is done that needs to be done for him to be here, especially now that we have the hospital bag packed. But I'm excited, and like I said, I hope that this was helpful. If it was, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, I would love if you considered subscribing. And outside of that, I will see you in my next one. Bye.